producing nation through the Declaration of Cooperation, as well as the report of the Economic Commission Board and various administrative matters. The conference analyzed oil market development, the oil market outlook for the remainder of 2018. The conference noted that the oil market situation has further improved over the past 6 months, with the global economy remaining strong. Oil demand relatively robust, albeit with some uncertainties and with the market rebalancing evidently continuing. Moreover, the return of more stability and more optimism to the industry has been welcomed by all stakeholders. Reaffirming OPEC's continued commitment to stable market, the mutual interest of producing nations, the efficient economic and secure supply to consumers, and a fair return on invested capital, and noting the overall improvement in market condition and sentiment and the return of confidence and investment to the oil industry. Recalling the 171st OPEC conference resolution reached on 30 November 2016 for a production adjustment of 1.2 million barrels per day, noting the OPEC member countries have exceeded the required level of conformity that had reached 152% in May 2018. Accordingly, the conference hereby decided that the countries will strive to adhere to the overall conformity level of OPEC 12 down to 100% as of July 2018 for the remaining duration of above-mentioned resolution, and for the GMMC to monitor and report back to President of the conference. The conference thanked all OPEC member countries as well as participating non-OPEC countries in the historic Declaration of Cooperation for their dedication to the voluntary production adjustments, which can be viewed in continued high level of conformity levels so far this year. The conference extended its deep appreciation to the GMMC, the GTC, and the OPEC Secretariat for their valuable engagement in providing the transparency required for implementing the voluntary production decisions in a timely and equitable manner. It also noted the important work that has been undertaken by these committees to review alternative and or adjusted metrics to measure the impact of the Declaration of Cooperation. The conference supported the findings that a single metric is not sufficient in terms of measuring market stability, and therefore a more comprehensive and forward-looking set of metrics is recommended to enhance the analytical depth and understanding of the complex global oil demand and supply dynamics beyond the short term. The conference also acknowledged the crucial role played by participating non-OPEC nations in the Declaration of Cooperation, and stressed the importance of the fourth OPEC and non-OPEC ministerial meeting that would take place tomorrow, 23rd June 2018, at the OPEC Secretariat. The conference welcomed the positive dialogue and technical expert interaction that have evolved among all parties of the Declaration of Cooperation. This includes the most recent third technical meeting of OPEC and non-OPEC producing countries on the 19th of June, which focused on the oil market fundamentals and medium-term prospects. The conference decided that its next ordinary meeting will convene in Vienna, Austria on the 3rd of December 2018. Finally, the conference expressed its continued sincere gratitude to the government and to the people of the Republic of Austria, as well as authorities of the city of Vienna, for their warm hospitality and excellent arrangement made for the conference meeting. With this, I conclude the press communique. Now, please, before you raise your questions, name your company and your name. Yes, John, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You've obviously I'd like to congratulate you for excellent performance over the last year. It certainly has worked well for you, the strategy. I hope it's going to be a long-term strategy. If you say you're going to go back to compliance, full compliance, that indicates something like 900,000 barrels a day. How will this be allocated? How will that come back into the market again? And the other question I have for you is, during the seminar, which I thought was terrific, bands were quoted like 50 to 60 and 60 to 80. I know OPEC has said before it doesn't want to go back to a price band, but surely when you're looking ahead, long-term planning, you need to have some kind of a band in mind when you make your decisions.
Thank you. First of all, we understand that there is a differences between different countries in terms of the conformity levels that they have reached. Some of them, the majority of them, unfortunately reached that level due to the lack of investment, so which we've been warning about for the past, I would say, 4 years or so. I think for the group to agree that we target that collective 1.2 level is something that is good for us. That takes into account the differences between the different countries. I think there is a mechanism. So the JMMC is going to continue its role to continue the efforts of trying to achieve the 100 level compliance, to bring back stability to the market, knowing the fact that there are changing things in the market. We will meet. The JMMC is going to meet next in Algiers, and I can assure you that we will have we will work very hard, all of us, members of the JMMC and the technical teams, to ensure that what the conference have agreed is achieved by the duration that is mentioned. In terms of prices, no, OPEC is not targeting a price, and we will never target a price. What we target always is the market stability. We have a role, and our role is to achieve that market stability. We are, as you have seen in the summit, we try to be inclusive. We invited everyone, and we are changing as an organization, becoming more inclusive and more open. We cannot do things alone, and we are not targeting to harm any of our customers. Our customers are very important to us. I think disagreements that we reached is a testimony that we care about the producing countries, and we listen when they are saying that they have a concern. I would leave it there, and I can tell you that you will see that how we will hopefully impress you again with the confidence to achieve what we say.
Yes, Halima, please.
Thank you so much, Halima Croft, RBC Capital Markets, and congratulations. I'm just wondering if you could talk a little bit more about how the increase is going to be allocated, because we have certain states that have problems increasing production, some that can increase production. Like, how is this allocation going to come to the market?
I think, Halima, if you are looking for an individual country allocation, that is not there. What we can assure is that we will not target anything above the 100%. I think, as you know, it's difficult already to achieve the 100%, but we all collectively decided that that's a target that we can achieve. I think I have the confidence that we can achieve that target but no one is intending to do anything beyond that. So there is, as we are committing to the 100%, I think we will target the 100% and nothing more than the 100%. How is it allocated? I think that is not yet decided due to the fact that there are differences between certain countries, and we would not make sense if we allocate a production to a country that cannot produce it. So we avoided, I think, having allocations from that perspective.
Yes, the gentleman from CNBC, please.
Thank you all. Thank you for having us. How much, when you made the decision over 2 years ago, to make the initial cut, thank you, I don't think I need it. When you made the decision to make the cut, the U.S. was producing far less. How much has 10.5 million barrels a day from the United States and our shale boom factored into this decision today, sir?
Before we made any decision, we listened to the reports from the Secretary General and from the JTC, and we always take into account all the contributors to the market. We don't make our decisions in vacuum of that contribution. We are watching, and we're not only using one metrics. We're not just using our numbers. We are also looking at the spectrum of the different agencies that are reporting the expected growth in the United States. And I think that is taken into consideration when we decided that targeting 100% is the required decision that we have to achieve. So it is taken into consideration.
Can I have the gentleman from Bloomberg over there, please?
Thank you. Javier Blas from Bloomberg News. I'm sorry, I'm going to insist about the real production. We have hearing from several delegations and delegates who were participating in the talks that the real production increase that was discussed inside the room is about 600,000 barrels a day. So if Your Excellency can confirm that that's a reasonable target of what probably that 100% means in real barrels, that's what the market is asking. And if I may, a second question, the U.S. is bringing, U.S. lawmakers are bringing again the OPEC bill targeting OPEC for market manipulation, and I was wondering whether you have a reaction to those legal efforts. Thank you.
I think, Javier, the decision is to target 100%. We did not mention a number, and you can do the math. The JMMC, the report from the JMMC recognizes that there is a difference of 1 million between the 100% and where we are today. So there is that number of around 1 million barrel. It's a little bit less than 1 million barrel, to be accurate, but there is that number. We did not target the number. We targeted to do our best and targeting a conformity of 100% to the 1.2 million. And I think I answered the question earlier on how on how are we going to do that collectively. The legal, I would not comment on the legal. I don't know if Mohammed want to comment on that.
Thank you. Yes, as you said, we are also following with keen interest OPEC legislation, and we are in close contact with our councils to advise us. I think it's premature to go beyond that at the moment. But be that as it may, OPEC remains committed to its principles as enshrined in its statute as an intergovernmental organization that enjoys sovereign immunity across all nations, including here in Austria. Thank you.
The lady over there, please. Yes.
Give us on the mic, please. James.
Hello, Lubna Musa from Sky News Arabia. My question is for you, Your Excellency Suhail Al-Mazrouei. I would like to actually speak in Arabic for our audience in the Middle East, and if you can possibly answer in Arabic. First, congrats on a successful and a great event, and congrats on the deal you've reached. السؤال إنه I did my math، فنحن عم نتحدث عن مليون برميل ما بين أعضاء أوبك وخارج أعضاء أوبك. كيف سيسمح للدول بالزيادة؟ يعني هل سيكون هناك سماح لدول غير قادرة على زيادة أن يكون دول أن تزيد عنها أم لا؟ يعني كيف سيكون الالوكيشن لها؟ هذا أولا. ثانيا، قد ايه برأيك السوق الآن تستطيع أن تستوعب هذه الزيادة؟ ونحن حكينا عن أول جولاي، فكيف ستبدأون العملية تكنيكلي؟ شكرا.
شكرا لبنى. Sorry, I will answer the question in Arabic. It's similar to the questions that are asked in English, but it's just I'll answer it in Arabic. القرار هو الالتزام، محاولة الالتزام بالسقف الانخفاض الذي تم الاتفاق عليه، وهو 1,200,000 وهي حصة أوبك من الاتفاق. واضح أن من تقرير اللجنة الوزارية لمراقبة الإنتاج أننا تعدينا، مجموعة الدول تعدت هذا الرقم بكثير. فما هو مطلوب الآن من تقرير اللجنة هو محاولة الوصول إلى هذا السقف.